Hi there. Hi, this is Abdul. I'm finally here again in 2025. I feel happy. I feel very good. Basically, things are going very well. We still live in a very good apartment life. We used to live in a house, and this is just a wonderful apartment life. We have a good buildings around here. We have, believe it or not, we don't have Verizon, but we have MetLife. We have MetLife here. Uh, Here we have Chase Bank. We have a lot of really good garden type areas, very beautiful nature areas, and it's a very good life here in California, Orange County. So the Orange County is uh, it's a huge place, and it's I learned a couple new things since last time, and you know people are all over the world. There's 200 nations. This is a great place in California. Uh, this is the Orange County. There's a Los Angeles. The angels are amazing. Have you seen the? Has anybody went to Los Angeles? And it's a great place. And people think of angels. I didn't know that much. I went to the university there for University of Southern California, and then I went to Cal State Fullerton, and amazing thing is the teachers and the children didn't even think about angels, and this is all full of angels. The city of Anaheim has an angels baseball team, and I went to the schools. The young children just loved each other at that time. Yeah, the professor also. There's a man and woman professors that they're talking about these great places in the world, like Afghanistan. One guy said this: Afghanistan has uh, some Chinese and white people, and they had freckles. The Chinese folks who had freckles, and we were laughing. The guy was up on the stage and walking around. Very interesting man. He's probably like 70s. Hopefully he's alive still. And I told that story to my mom. My mom was laughing and she said that's probably true. So the white and Chinese were so white. He was saying they were the whitest people in the world, and the verses said they were so white they had freckles, and then we found out a lot of more information, and that they had the most colorful people because the First Nation. They have white people as well. They have people green eyes, blue eyes, gray eyes, and really beautiful folks. You could find yellowish hair. I saw some small little tiny little kids in Afghanistan, and they had brownish hair, yellowish hair. We saw them again in the United States too. So it was very interesting. Anyway, so it's 2025. I'm working on some projects like my speaking and writing, and is very good. I'm doing some emails. I do need some more, uh, you know, some more coloring paper. I'm drawing a little bit of art, which is very interesting. I usually don't do that much art, but when we're going to school, you draw once in a while, you write more, and you speak. So the teacher is right there in Afghanistan. United States was similar too. The teacher is right there, and the teacher in Afghanistan was standing in the middle of the class, for example, and kind of goes over the different subjects, and children listen and they write the different things, and those teachers are still around here. So I went and did some studies there, and I went to the United States to finish my studies, and it was pretty good. Grades 1 to 12, finished at university. Started in Afghanistan and did this here, and I really enjoy the school part. Sitting in the classroom, you sit a lot, and it helps your back. So when I grew up, I came to the United States. It really does help your back. Uh, I'm thinking about um, your front area, your head area as well, and sitting. You basically looking at the one person, like, but you know, in the United States, we had a lot of women teachers. So I'm looking at. I remember the teachers like Mrs. Haley, uh, Mrs. Fraser, and there was a Mr. Klupner. There was a Mrs. Jacks. Uh, there was a cool amount teacher. Mr. Klupner was a math teacher. Miss Fraser, I don't know if I told you guys a story. I'd be sitting in the class, and she had pure, deep, deep black hair. And as soon as I got there, as soon as she came up there, because I know how teachers act. Most of them don't laugh all the time. So this lady came up and started laughing. So it's so funny, and I was happy in the United States. She's my eighth grade teacher, and I laughed with her and said, "Wow, this lady is," because we were watching Johnny Carson. I told the kid next to me. I said, "This lady's as good as Johnny Carson. This is amazing." For a child, that's pretty good. Then she sat me right in the center of the class. She went over the whole science book in a different way. She said, Abdul, she had a funny one about me. Abdul, you were, everyone else can write very well. A lot of good stories. It looks like, she said, with the project I gave you, the science, you could write scientifically without even trying. Your whole mind is like the science class." And she was right, because I was really good at science. And I didn't. My other teacher thought it was very cool. Mrs. Haley said, "You're going to be a scientist." She described, they're not like this Trump and Joe Biden. And you see Dr. Oz, how Dr. Oz and is getting all the speaking, and I'm getting all the speaking. Dr. Oz was pretty good speaking with the journalists, but what I'm saying is the females are just as good. If you ever seen them, they're just as cute as we are. Me and Dr. Oz. They're just as cute. They're just as funny. The ladies speak fast and talk fast, and they're intelligent, and they're very cool. So I went and talked to the first time I went to the CBS people. This is funny when I told them I came to this new area. What's all going on? My body always was fine. What's going on with my eyes? All this, I never had this kind of. My eyes has been always so good. What's going on with us? She goes, "Don't worry." She started talking, and she started, as soon as my mind started moving, her mother moved, and she started talking for the first time. And I saw her on the CBS. She was so good a speaker. I remind me of Dr. Oz, but she talks me like a and it was pretty funny. So she gave me a very good eye drops, and it was just itching cream for the eyes, and that was not bad. That's pretty good. It fixed my eyes amazingly. So it was just too many trees in this area, and I learned a new thing about the allergy is not so simple. You just take one allergy medicine once in a while, or the eye drop, and that's all. It's an A medicine. And people do pee and all that. I like to just go one of these once in a while, and it helps. I don't cough. I've seen people cough, and it helps a lot of other stuff. Anyway, so that's that. But let's say this other things. Now, people are doing a lot of funny stuff here. Like they're walking a lot, and then they come home, they exercise, they have a little gym. The gym is kind of small. The swimming is pretty big, and the home, apartments are a little smaller. You're seeing the shows like the Frasier Show or Seinfeld. Actually, the Frasier Show, the apartment's big. Seinfeld is a little smaller. Anyway, so that was what was I saying? Is there's also these dogs here that we never seen. Like we understand when Mr. Karzai came, people had a lot more freedom to do what they like, and people started getting dogs and cats a lot more, and he was able to. People are healthy, but remember, there's a different species. Human is human, and sometimes that could cause sickness. But not that much sickness, but this eye drop things. You don't get that sick. You're able to do these great things, like you can let go of the animal, and you can still walk around and see the great birds and dogs outside. And the dog that goes plays with the bird, and the bird plays with the little small worms. The worm plays with the a small little ant. Ant plays. They don't necessarily eat them. If they might just be having fun. Animals have fun, and then the ants are having fun walking sometimes. As long as they don't come to our house. If you let go the dog, they won't come that much. Ant is an interesting animal, which the little small ant touches. I noticed as it walks and moves, it starts touching other animals, ants. I couldn't believe it touches. And I learned from English, new language skills, is top language, and like the T in English, touch. So ant touches itself because it has a T. Like we're human beings, we have other beings quality. Ant touches other ant every time it walks because of the T. That's interesting. Then human itself are supposed to touch human beings. There's ways to do that. Touching, uh, uh, But a human also touches the things very well. Like we're very good in sitting on a couch, walking on the ground, moving, going on an airplane and touching the airplane all the way to the car. So human touches the things. Wonderful thing to understand. But the television, human watches television very well. Human watch does tea, like drinks tea very well. Before Mr. Karzai, I appreciate him, but before Mr. Karzai, it was a world of A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and the T. After Karzai, he's pretty cool, but he's trying to make K too much. He got King Charles up there. I appreciate him, Mr. King Charles. We would love to see him, Mr. 100 years old, just like Queen Elizabeth. We appreciate them, but I would love to see, like Queen Elizabeth understood, the T doesn't go away. These females of Queen, whether they were from Egypt, Cleopatra, Cleopatra got K like Karzai and T. Why not? Cleopatra doesn't go away. This Queen Elizabeth doesn't go away. And the men, these kings, King Charles, Mr. Karzai, Joe Biden, they don't go away. These people are all the time. I think I'm one of them. I think I'm a good king as well. Anyways, let's. What else was I gonna say? What I'm looking at is the entire planet has something going on. In my opinion, there's a lot of issues that the people are getting a little bit more safer and peaceful. Things are just in the minds of. Sometimes people do mistake. Trump went in there and came back, and sometimes it's just in the mind that Trump there's anything going on in Russia, Ukraine. From my sources, and I speak to Russia and Ukraine, they are having fun. They're in the jacuzzi, they're in the gym, they're eating with Afghan people like myself and Americans, and they told me everything is fine. They were happy. My sources say that the Ukraine, Russia are having peace, Afghanistan and Iran is in peace, and Mexico and USA are all peaceful, and they're enjoying the most peaceful times ever. The world is getting more peaceful and more safer. Anyways, we're looking at there's a lot of issues in the television. The television people are getting more intelligent, and the people at home has a little bit more time to watch television or eat well, walk around. I really like the television. I wish I could watch some more movies. My brother's going to watch. I think he's going to meet some friends at the theater. Try to get him to watch a movie. I love movies, and the film industry has been very good usually to us. Anyway, so another thing we should consider is the people when they're living a life very well. People are very happy with this. The life situation is beautiful, and I described all this information like this beautiful weather, the beautiful climate. We have great buildings. All that is about the life issues, and also there's a lot of heaven in the same alive issues. The heaven part of the human species is great because we're looking at homes, we're looking at nature. We're seeing that there's definitely alive in heaven, and in the nature, in the human house. And when we look at like these great buildings, the great trees and big palm spring trees, big huge houses and stores, that's gotta be shown in the movies. You can see in the music and film, and people, all this alive in heaven. It's like people have done this for thousands of years. So things that we might think of as hard to explain or very easy, it's very easy to explain, it's simple, it's easy as the heaven, because there's amazing skies and grounds and nature. People can't even see everything. It's just so much, and this must be the great work of the living and the great work of heaven. There's heaven and human. For example, if you're having a great day, you're going to school and you're sitting down and you're going to work, or you're going to see a movie. The heaven and the live and the special ghost is coming to help you. The ghost, the spirits, every day the television is trying to capture where is this, what is this, how does this, like, and they're not able to see it because it's heaven. The alive and heaven are together, but we're not able to always see the great beauty of the heaven, and it's always with us. The person might have a great ghost, a great, they call it Ghostbuster, but I don't think it's a ghost like that necessarily. With Dan Aykroyd, that was a great movie, but I don't know if we're they're not green, and it's like more. If you go out there, you can see the nature and the trees. It feels like the whole earth and the whole planet has a little bit of both. You can't see this kind of ghost. It's not easy to see because it's a ghost that's good. It's kind. Ghost good. How could it be Ghostbuster? That's a different language. This is good ghosts. This is the soul. This good souls. This is a good human has good alive, a good souls. The good living. So the film industry or the music and television, you see the most beautiful people today. The news, the news. There's a Channel 5 and the news. There's a beautiful, good-looking woman that has beautiful gray eyes. There's a Casey Montoya. There's they brought another woman, and they're a bit older, but they look really young. They're having a lot of fun, and if you just show their clothing style, how nice they look, their looks, and you'll see the thing improve. They brought a couple of ladies on one side, Channel 2 and 12, and it's like they're like the center in Channel 5. If you think about it, they got such good looks and discussing amazing things. It's like they're living in the living world, and there's heaven going on. You can't discount heaven. You can't reduce. You got to increase the heaven, and you got to increase the living in heaven. It's just amazing. Channel. There's a Channel 7. The African lady now, Tamron Hall. That lady is doing a wonderful thing. She has large eyes and she's beautiful. And when you think of them, you think of alive and you think of heaven. And just like the white people, Casey Montoya or Nora O'Donnell, they used to be the singer Nora. I mean, these singers, if you ever see them, they're singing about the living, and people can relate to someone like a soul that's in heaven. And there are a lot of them are in the acting and singing even when they're alive and when they are in heaven. Let's say the great, Wham. Wham was dancing in our house in front of the children, Uncle Nasser, my mom, and he would come to, we'd be 8 years old, Wham. We turn on TV and VH1, he'd be singing in MTV, VH1, and the whole family was like dancing up and down with Wham, and he had great songs. Anyway, so that's Alive in Heaven, and we had a great amount of great music. They'd come, Michael Jackson would come on, and he would sing the next song. Remember the MTV days, the news guy, and they would have a very funny situation with them all dancing. It's like the family would be dancing with them. Then we had a lot of fun. We had, Uncle Nasser, we had Dylan, Maggie, Chuck, and Lynn. Some blonde family would come and dance with us. We'd eat bolani, traditional Afghan food, and we had very cool people come, like my Yusuf Umar. They had Rahman Azizi, and we had my aunt Amajano, and we had them four would come. Uncle Nasser, we'd go to the pool, and I was looking at this, just having fun in front of our house. We had neighbors like Crispin and Joseph. So I was sitting in the pool in jacuzzi with a girl named Crispin and Joseph and Dylan, Maggie swimming around, and Saul and Faisal were all swimming around. Little kids, 8, 12 years old. And I had Uncle Nasser lay down, a 40-year-old man with this big mouth, big lips. He had put a lot of lips things on, and just laying in the sun like this we do now. And this I don't know what her name was. Looked like a Sarah or Louise. And this big 60, 70-year-old lady, 80-year-old lady, and she would be spreading her body, and and he come and they try to meet each other, and they bring her to our house, and my whole family were like laughing at them for days and hours. She's not 80, but she looked pretty funny. Anyway, so we were kids, and she was the normal one. Anyway, so we had a lot of fun. We had Uncle Uncle Ahmed, Uncle Shah would come once in a while, and what we had, Uncle Shah, Uncle Ahmed had a motorcycle or something. Uncle Shah had a big car, so we would go places. We've gotten to the beach. Oh, Uncle Shah would take us to the beach and take us to cookies and stuff. My mom would sometimes come with us and would add to BB, and we'd go to the beach. This beach, I've been to India and Afghanistan. I had never seen this kind of this amazing beach of water. We'd be watching the shark stuff, but it wasn't like that. This amazing amount of beautiful amount of water, and this your eyes had this amazing water, oceans, and it's the sand coming together with the land and the sky. And we were with the like Mariam, Najwa, Uncle Nazir's kids, and us, and Yusuf, Mara, and Bibi and my mom. And it's just amazing. Once we went there, and we've been there with just a lot of the sand and a lot of this ocean, and it's just incredible. I don't know how, it's just like the living in heaven had to be there, because human can't create all this just by just the living. It had to be the living in heaven, and it's just a lot of great stuff going on here. It might be, the international people are probably looking into these kind of things as well. Why not? I mean, people have alive in their body, people have heaven in their body, and there's a lot of people that are interested in this, that what's going on after, and right now, what's going on with the live people, what's going on with the people in heaven. And if you put them together, it's a lot of peaceful situations like that. Anyway, so it's all about peace. What else has he got? What am I selling? Well, you don't have to sell Alive in Heaven, but from the things of the television, sometimes you do. But let me see. This is a pretty good area. We still live in the same area. Let me show you this. Okay, this is very nice. There's human. Can we see the guy on the bicycle? That's not Pee Wee Herman. That's human. There's human. Pee Wee Herman is in heaven. Anyways, isn't this beautiful? This is a very, very nice area. There's human beings still here. So there's people. It's a nice area to live. And it feels sometimes, this is so beautiful, it feels like heaven. Sometimes it feels like we're living in paradise. It's alive in heaven, people. I mean, you can go around the world, anywhere in the world, the nature and these buildings and homes are saying the same thing. It's just a very good place to live. It's a good world. Anyway, so that is pretty good. That's good enough for today. I'm gonna come back and we'll talk back a little bit more. Next time I'll put you in as well. Will I ever meet this great, if it's truly heaven, a great singer? Like a long time ago, my family went to a Prince concert. My brother, Wally and Cora. She saw there's a lady there. I want to see Taylor Swift. Can I go to give a big hug to Taylor Swift? She's seen Madonna too, my sister. I want to go get the big Taylor Swift, or a great Ariana Grande is small. So he just kind of big. Taylor Swift, and also Muzida. That looks pretty good. Anyways, I want to go see some women concerts. I want to see some men concerts. I can't think of them, but the man gets you really, really loud and strong. I want to see that as well. Woman gets you nice and relaxed and comfortable. I would love to see some good concerts, because I've seen good movies and my next thing is to watch some concerts and movies. Take some time off and get my family to go with me. My family is doing very well. Anyway, so here's a good little area. It's a nice little spot. Think of the live, think of the heaven, and think of God. We must have a very good God, because He's given us all this, and people is everywhere. And believe it or not, that building is full of people. This apartment is actually full of people. Yeah. But sometime in the summer, they come right to that jacuzzi and right to that pool area. So that is pretty interesting. It's pretty fun to come to the summertime. The ladies and men are just laying down for you, and it's incredible how much people love about this. it's alive in heaven. I'm hoping that you think of family, your people, citizens. If we're alive, that's great, and we should be living very, very long. And then when there's in heaven, the people also have a very big, beautiful mind, and they probably have incredible heaven, incredible fun places, and good places for them. So a lot of people forget to think about the living, how and also the heaven, how important the heaven is, and putting it together is so it's very good for you. All right, this is good enough for today. All right, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see next time I might be seeing you. I don't know when if I see a beautiful soul in the ghost. I'll let you know. So I'll see you next time. Thank you very much, and make it a great day.